Welcome back. Welcome home.
Welcome home.
We got sick, Dave.
Take your shoes off at the door, guys.
We got sick, Dave.
I have a cold.
Dave's not feeling good. So if he's slow,
my brain's a little
easy
slow.
on him.
Yeah, take it easy on me today, guys. But I showed up for you.
You do.
I show up, man.
Thank you.
And you show up for me too, man. It was not even a question. So we're gonna fight through this cold. We're gonna get through this episode. We're gonna deliver it to you guys who are listening today. Hopefully, you take something from it. Even if it's a laugh.
Yeah.
If it's a life-changing thought that you never thought before. If it's feeling less alone, I'm glad I'm here with you, buddy.
Yeah, same.
I want to start with something.
You got something?
Yeah, because it's somehow connected to you.
Uh-oh.
But it just took place, I believe, 200 years ago. And let me just leave it there.
What?
Okay.
What are you talking
some
about?
of you may or may not have heard of a little
O'Hagan career coaching. Dude, if you're having a tough time getting a job, let me just tell you, you're not alone. Big population in the world is having the hardest time right now. I think it's the hardest time right now to get a job.
It ain't easy.
So we're going to send you to someone because you got to get the tools.
Who are you sending them to?
We're going to send you to Coach O at O'HaganCareerCoaching.com. Listen. That's
our guy.
It's a two-way street. Interviews, resumes. You know, you're not even really taught much, in school. How to set yourself apart from the crowd, right? That's what it's all about. You gotta know how to answer questions in a different way. Mm-hmm. You can't be just another, cog in the wheel, or cog in the machine. You got to separate yourself. So Coach O's gonna get you ready with all these mock interviews. He's gonna supply his network to you if you want, because it's all about networking, right? You hear that? And he's got a bunch of tips and tricks. If you want to see what he's about, go to his TikTok and his social medias, but also go to O'HaganCareerCoaching.com and sign up. Anytown. Actors Lab. Acting is a dying art form. I said it, and I'll say it again. It's not that great right now, man. And honestly, Adam Louder in the Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas area, reach out to him. He might have an in-person class for you. If not, he's got an online consultation for free. And he also is teaching and has a YouTube channel where you can just start learning for free. And if you're trying to step up your game and be a better actor today, go to anytownactorslab.com and check it out.
Bang.
Patreon.com/youareherepod. Guys, the best way to support us, throw us a bone, help us out. We really appreciate it. There's some extra content on there. And if you just, you look at us and you're like, those are two cute guys. They're two good dudes. I want to help them out with a couple bucks. It's the best way to do it.
Best one.
And we thank you.
May or may not have heard of a little serial killer by the name of Jack the Ripper.
Oh,
right. So Jack the Ripper.
I heard about this.
So he was a serial killer, right? And back in the day in London, down in London town.
London town.
So
can I have a bit of coffee and a bit of tea?
There was. Jack the Ripper was an unidentified serial killer who was active in and around the impoverished Whitechapel district of London, England in 1888. Okay. In both criminal cases files and the contemporaneous journalistic accounts, the killer was also called the Whitechapel murderer with a leather apron.
This is going.
Yeah. So he killed a ton of prostitutes.
Oh.
And
good.
Disappeared. Nothing ever came up. It's one of the greatest mysteries ever.
200 years ago.
1888. We just found out. That's not 200 years, man. I'm bad at math. It's like 150 years. That's like 1,000 years ago.
That's like 120 years.
I don't know what. I don't know.
130 years, man.
So his identity was found because of a fucking shawl that one of the prostitutes was wearing.
What?
Someone kept it. It was sold at an auction in like 2009 to like a dude who was investigating the crimes. He was like a journalist.
Whoa.
And was like obsessed with like finding out who Jack the Ripper was. This is why I love like crazy people who are obsessed with things, So it's 100% DNA match. 100% DNA match on the shawl to DNA found, claim that Aaron Kamiński, a Polish barber who was 23 at the time of the murders, is the Ripper. Based on what he said, it's 100% match with DNA finding. off the piece of the attire. So, your countryman, serial killer. Your countryman, Jack the Ripper, dude. You got to take that and you got to wear that flag proudly. I don't mean to disrespect your country like that, but I mean, everyone has a serial killer, right?
I think like the name.
But that's a profound one.
Yeah, it is.
Jack the Ripper?
Now,
he was a barber, dude.
it was in London he was doing this.
Yeah, Whitechapel.
I wonder why he went to London.
He was chopping hair and chopping necks, dude.
Man, I'm trying to think of like the Polish name for him.
But the thing that was like curious about those murders was that he would dissect pieces of organs, and he was almost like a doctor. So a lot of people thought he was, whoever the Jack the Ripper was a doctor or a veterinarian or whatever. No, he was a barber, a 23-year-old barber, Polish. Damn, isn't that crazy? That's solved.
I don't believe that at all. Like, how the hell do you just from a shawl?
A shawl, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, right, so it was sold, and then they finally did like DNA testing and like traced it back because they had to find the ancestors of Adam Kaminsky and the woman who died that was wearing the shawl.
Yeah.
And they had to find their ancestors and then get their ancestors to be like, can we swab your cheek for like DNA and stuff and blood or whatever?
That's crazy.
So they tracked them down. They got the DNA. They matched it, and it's 100%. So one of the greatest mysteries in the world is solved.
I don't get how is there just like DNA on a shawl?
I don't know if it was blood or like he might have cut himself or what, but there was some kind of stain. I think it says in the article.
Really?
But yeah, dude.
It's weird how much we can do with like technology like that.
Bro.
Who would have thought like back in the day, like you wouldn't have been able to do that.
I know.
You weren't able to find out. You know?
No, there was no fingerprints. There was none of that shit. Like no DNA, nothing. You just went on with your life. That's why it was so easy to kill and just vanish.
Yeah.
You just disappear.
Yeah.
I don't know. The thing I don't know about is like what his life turned into.
Yeah. Like who was he? How do you find him?
So he was a barber.
How do you identify him?
Oh, his occupation as a barber or barber surgeon, as it was called at the time.
Surgeon?
In those days, you had anatomical knowledge as a barber. You had to know the body, which when you know the case, you know the murderer must have had. And so we're just talking about, we were smart, right? Strong. He was a strong suspect at the time, but he got away. He was prone to solitary vices and auditory hallucinations.
Ooh. He was crazy. Ooh.
Hey, the crazy barber surgeon probably killed everybody. Yeah, dude. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, go ahead, man.
Well, I'm sorry for my people. You know, that's a blow for us, honestly.
Give it up to DNA matching.
Yeah.
Give it up to technology. Let's
pretty
give
good,
it up.
man. It's pretty sick, dude.
We caught a serial killer 175 years later, 125 years later.
It's kind of cool.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
I love this shit. I love history, man.
Yeah.
But there's something to say about the mystery of things. Now that mystery is poof. So now it's not gonna be as like the JFK stuff.
Yeah.
Like everyone gets excited. People sell when we went to. Did you go to Dealey Plaza with me? No,
we didn't go.
You go to Dealey Plaza. There's a guy there who's been there for 70 years, and he sells his own books that he makes about like the conspiracies and like people are. And I'm pretty obsessed.
Aren't those files? Didn't they get?
Well, they're about to be. I think that's
released?
That's what Trumpy Trump was talking about.
Now, Trumpy Trump. What about the Epstein files?
We got to release those.
That's weird when he releases all the other ones.
And then Epstein just.
But the ones that he
wept,
the guy that he has
under the rug
pictures with, he doesn't release them.
Ooh.
Ow! I don't know what that means.
If you were in a Diddy party,
I would probably not release him either.
That's right. You're in the Diddy party, then you were president. Would you let that come out? Would you just throw it in an incinerator somewhere?
If I had the decision, I would press the button and
you let it rip. The truth will set you free.
I'd press the button that destroys it.
Okay. Yeah. I understand, dude. I understand.
It's funny now that like watching. Whenever I go on Twitter now, it's just like Meek Mill like tries to like say something, and there's Meek Mill had like the like videos with Diddy. And the most damning ones where he's like, "That's a for you, daddy," and that kind of stuff, and he's like behind him like rubbing him, like that's not good.
No.
And then like anyone that whenever he puts a post out, everyone's like, "Bro, you let Diddy touch you," and like it's like man. It's just It's rough, man.
He was one of the hardest rappers
Yeah.
too. Out of
Bro,
Philly.
remember a couple podcasts ago, I was talking about the last goon?
Yes,
That dude?
yes,
They had a funeral.
they did.
People gathered to celebrate that man.
Yeah,
That's what the power of the internet is right now.
that's like
There were, dude, there's a video of it. I didn't bring it, but there's a video of just people with candles. Young dudes, just young
yeah.
guys just memeing.
Yeah,
And they're just like, they're like on a megaphone, like,
oh,
we will celebrate, like, he will not die in vain. Like, you know what I mean? Like, really celebrating this guy.
I don't even know what to say about
I
it.
know, me either.
It's sad.
It's a weird world we live in.
It's just sad.
It is.
It's like what we were talking about before. If you let things get out of hand for too long,
Yeah.
you end up like that guy at a drive-through, like no pants on.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Like that's
if a video comes out of you just tomorrow, what do you do?
I don't know. Life's over
Life is over, huh?
in a sense. I mean, it's gonna go on.
Do you have any
but
videos like that?
Not that I know of. Imagine, dude. Damn.
Imagine someone you know, like if one, dude, that'd be awesome, but not awesome at all.
No, terrible.
If one of us like randomly, like tomorrow, a video
How
comes
would you
up.
treat me?
Honestly, remember there was a video of someone we know,
Hold on.
and we can't talk about it really.
Can you cut it out and tell me now so I know what we're talking about? Because I don't know what we're talking about.
But we could talk about it. But do you think it'd be too? All right, we won't get into it.
Hold on, bro.
There's a video of a guy kind of like that got called out by like a random person, and they posted a video on YouTube of it.
That we know?
Yeah.
Why can't I think of this? Oh, yeah. Just clicked it. Just clicked it. Just clicked.
Like that kind of like if that happened to you,
Yeah.
that'd be so wild.
It's rough,
And it puts you in like the craziest like
brother.
image.
You know what you do though?
Like I'm walking on like a video of me. I'm just walking on the street,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
following some guy with no pants on, and I'm like, "Come here, man, get over here," you know. And we watch it here. You bring it up,
Dude. Maybe like
That'd
that's
be awesome.
maybe that's like a way to just reset everything.
Yeah,
You know, like a hard reset on life because you got to just pick.
I guess
up
there's a lot of justice in the world now. You know,
justice.
yeah, like people are brought to justice that do weird shit.
Yeah,
Like now you got like the on like streaming people like catching like pedophiles,
yeah. It's
and stuff like that.
Here's the thing with that.
A lot of it's fake.
Some of it, but I think the intention of it. Now I'm gonna get deep, and everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, let's just make it fun. This is a fun pod." But when I think about like, because I watch it too. It comes up on my feed, and I'm like, "Dude, this guy just got slapped to shit," and like good because he's chasing kids and whatever, and that's just blatantly wrong. But the people who are going out with the recordings and all that stuff and catching them, like I used to say, like I want that as my side hustle. I want to be like them. I want to go out there and catch these guys and like bring them to justice. But I think the intention is also like get views, get money, like blow up. It's like that get rich quick.
You're not doing it to like help the world. You're kind of doing it to make money.
You probably are. I think both are true. It's like I want to help the world and I also want to get rich quick and like make a name for myself and whatever. And like laughing at this guy, like the goon guy, like giving him a nickname like the last goon, and like it's funny. Like we laugh, right?
Yeah.
It's hard not to laugh, but I think there's a part of my sick brain that's like, like would people laugh at that 50 years ago? Like would that, if the internet didn't exist, would we laugh? If you knew that guy, would you laugh? Like that kind of stuff, you know? We become desensitized to like life almost sometimes, like
like
a
tragic
human life,
things
like
that.
tragedy. Yeah, it's like, oh, look how this dude shot himself with his own.
last goon.
Yeah, it's the
dude.
last goon. What a goon. This made me think. I don't know.
Yeah.
You get a little desensitized nowadays.
I mean, I think,
Things are made funny.
I think things are like comedy is more commodified. Is that the right word right now?
I don't know what that means. Commodified,
think it's
like
like
made
to-
into a
Into
a
value.
business. Got it.
Yeah. Like I think like everything is kind of like that, especially like drama and being able
Big
to
time.
exploit things,
Big time.
because anyone can do it now.
Yeah.
Right. I feel like back in the day there was, I don't know. It's definitely less for
Mhm.
sure. But I think that notion still existed to be like people would like rumors and stuff like that and be like, dude, Davey like did this shit, and then the
For
rumor
sure.
starts going
For
around
sure.
town, and then everyone outcast like a person. I feel like
That
was the
definitely
thing.
happened. That definitely
You
happened.
know, there's probably a word for goon in the 1800s.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
Yeah, dude.
the nonce.
When talking about like comedy, like making light of things, like
Yeah.
there's like, I think I was listening to like one of the more controversial comedians. I think Ari Shaffir is like one of the more controversial comedians. He's talking about how people get on him because he does that crazy stuff, like when people die, like
Yeah,
celebrities
the Kobe
die.
stuff.
Yeah, he'll like go out there and he'll be like, "I'm gonna make it funny. I'm gonna make light of the situation."
Yeah.
And how he was just talking about how like his perspective on it, which I found pretty eye opening. And I'm not a comedian,
Yeah.
so it was eye opening to me. But he was saying how like to tell a joke, the intention I'm trying to do is lighten a dark part of life. I'm trying to make light of a darker, tragic part of life.
Yeah.
And people take offense to it and they take it very serious and then they take it the wrong way. But my intention was to make them giggle or laugh or smile.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's hard, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like this weird human
Do you have any
thing.
thoughts on it?
I'm just sometimes, like he was talking about the Kobe stuff, and he's like, everyone's like rushes to Twitter to like post a photo of like Kobe like throwing a slam dunk and being like, "He's the greatest player. We love you so much, Kobe. I'll miss you. You meant so much to me." And they never spoke and didn't mean shit to them, and they're just posting it for clicks and like whatever. Whereas my intention is to try to make light for the people that are actually affected and blah 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 blah. My thought was, it's interesting how we can choose to take certain things, and it just goes case by case, person by person. But someone can tell a joke about a death or the goon or whatever, and like you giggle because
It's just so ridiculous.
that's a ridiculous name, but it's silly. It's the intention was to make us laugh, to make light of a really dark act, dark. So I don't know. It's like a uncomfortable line that's towed with comedy where who says this is funny, but that's not funny. And like do we as a society have to all agree that this is funny and that's not funny? Or can we all just say he was trying to joke and you can like it and not like it, but it was a joke?
Yeah. I think you can try to joke, but you can also be an asshole.
Yeah.
Right. And like, those two both be true, right?
Sorry.
And when people say, I don't know, if he's saying that he was doing that to lighten the situation for the people that were affected, it's like, why is that your decision? And why do you? I don't know. Why do you like blame people that are feeling that and take that negatively?
Yeah,
because it's like you're trying to make a joke. You're trying to make like lighten it, but sometimes things are dark. People dying is like not really that fun.
Yeah,
you know. So I get it to lighten it, but some people are, especially like family and stuff. He did that like right away. And why did he do that? Because it's going to be shocked.
It's going to be huge.
He's going to get he's doing it for himself.
Yeah,
that's bullshit. True. I think.
That's fair.
It's easy to be like, yeah, I'm trying to lighten it for you guys. It's like, hey, dude.
What's the intention?
Yeah, like. Do that in a year, like not tomorrow.
Not 8 hours.
That's
later.
crazy.
Yeah. 3 hours.
It's victim mentality. It's narcissism.
I hear you.
Comedians have a bit of narcissism.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
It's like, dude, I'm just trying to help out. Like, you joked about him dying.
Yeah.
Like,
how much?
Hey, man.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
If you were God and you were like looking over all of humanity, right?
Oh man.
You're looking at all the people.
Yeah.
Think of all the people you've ever come across, people you haven't. The trait of narcissism, of like ego-driven narcissism. How many people do you think are affected daily or are straight up, they either have narcissistic tendencies or they are full-blown narcissists? Where they are driven by like me.
It's definitely like a scale, right?
Uh-huh.
I think every person has that.
Yeah.
For sure. Like has an ego, and you kind of have to people to survive. Like it's part of that, right?
Uh-huh.
It's part of that narcissistic tendency.
Yeah.
If you're a caveman, you're a narcissist. It's not about like helping out.
Yeah.
You know, are animals narcissists?
I don't know. Let's
You
think
know?
about it. I don't know.
I guess so, right?
Would
If
they
it's
be?
like how to survive, is survival narcissistic?
I think maybe in a sense.
Or maybe not, because it's like vital, maybe.
If it's a vital survival tool,
Yeah,
like
maybe
I
not.
get it. But
Yeah.
narcissism, I think, in humanity is like how would it be described? Let me pull up a full-blown description of what.
Let's
what
pull
is
up the
narcissism.
Merriam-Webster.
Pull it up. Pull it up, Jamie.
I just don't like when comedians say we're the last line of defense. And Joe Rogan said that, and I said, dude, that's so bullshit.
That's what he said.
Yeah, it's like we're the last line of defense.
Okay.
During COVID, it's like, all right, guys.
Okay. So a narcissist. So I'm gonna give you five types of
Shit.
five types
We
of
should take a narcissism test
Yo, we should, man. I bet you we got some traits.
for sure.
First
We'll
time.
do that next.
Arrogant. Arrogant with a grandiose sense of self-importance. That's overt narcissism. So someone who's arrogant. Defensive, fragile, and sensitive to criticism, which is more covert narcissism. Someone that belittles and exploits others for personal gain. That's antagonistic narcissism. Inflated self-view, attached to and perceived likability. That's communal narcissism. And aggressively malicious. That's malignant narcissism.
You know what, man? In my life, I feel like the majority is not narcissistic.
Yeah,
Yeah, I could say
that's
that.
fair.
I don't think so, man.
So
Definitely people have some traits like that.
Yeah.
But they're not like full blown where they're like destroying the world that they walk on.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah.
I don't deal with a lot of people.
Narcissism is self-centered personality style characterized as
Yeah.
having an excessive preoccupation with oneself and one's needs,
Ugh.
often at the expense of others.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am gonna be so transparent. I fucked up, and I can't stop thinking about it.
What?
Your boy fucked up.
What?
A dude came into my spot, and smiling ear to ear. I can see his face. I can't stop thinking about this man. And I don't know why I did this, but he said to me, he said, "Hey, man," he goes, "got no money and I want food." And I said, "Oh, dude, I'm sorry." I said, "I can't do that right now." And he's like, "Okay." And he walked away. Now, normally,
Whoa.
I can't tell you how many people over the last
Yeah.
however many years I've fed
I've seen it. Yeah.
out of my pocket or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was afraid, I worked this out. I was afraid that it would be something detrimental to, like, if I did this, then this person's going to keep coming in and I'm going to have to bear the burden of whatever he's going to do here with the boss and like with the shop and whatever.
Yeah.
So I said, I can't help you today. And I can't stop thinking about him because I know it was a quick fix. Like I could have just went like, boop, here's your thing and like go enjoy. And that's the right thing to do. And I didn't do the right thing.
Yeah.
And it just sucks. Like I felt it. I can't stop thinking about it. And then one of the people I told like what happened, she goes, yeah, but it doesn't help you to just like hang your head in shame and like wallow in a bad decision. It was a bad decision. You know, it's a bad decision. Next time, make a good decision.
There you go.
And that's it.
Yeah.
But like I shoot like 90% from the field with that.
Yeah.
Like I try to help people when they come in. I do. Even if they don't ask, I help them. I got robbed by like a lady who did that to me and then stole from my money, like the jar.
Shit.
Pulled, took off.
Damn.
And I just hooked her up. So I felt that side of it. And then this was like, damn, I really made the wrong fucking call. But I think the cool takeaway was, yes, I fucked up, but I'm not going to just shame myself to death about it. And I'm sure he's okay. And if he's not, hopefully he comes back and I'll make another decision. But that's life. You don't always choose the right decision, you know, and that was fear over a faithful decision. That was like a fearful, scared decision, and I regret it.
Yeah. And that's all right, dude.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
That's life.
Like
That's life. Yeah.
that is. I hate that too. Like
Sucks.
those like moments. That's like one of those moments where I relate to that with the instinct moments where like I have an instinct to do something, but I don't.
You don't.
It's the worst feeling ever, dude. After you feel so stupid.
It's the worst.
You're like, can I just run back the time like a little bit?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, I guess that situation makes you do that way less. So
Yeah.
and I've seen you already help people and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And that guy probably went to go get a pizza next
I'm sure
door
he was
and
fine.
got it.
I'm sure he was fine.
Chilling.
But if the thing that's been, I think the thing that if you choose to believe in that there's something that loves you, that God created us, and that you're going to be hit with tests daily and like opportunities to bring light to dark places or bring warmth to cold places, like in little ways that you're given the opportunity to. When those opportunities come up, it's like you start to see them more clearly. And like, it's not like, oh, it's a free for all. And I held the door for someone. It didn't mean nothing. Like, bye, peace. It was like, no, I held the door for someone. And that was a moment where I tried to help that person. And like, I try to make their life better.
Yeah.
In a small way that I could. Like those acts of service are, they're important to me now. And when I see them, I try to lean into them. And I guess if you choose to have that outlook on life, you start to see those opportunities pop up more and more. It's like, well, how can I be of service to you? And ultimately, I think that's what love is. It's like acts of service, like humble acts of service in small ways, big ways, but ways that only you can offer another in the moment.
Yeah.
You know?
100%.
And that's when life gets real chill for me and like easy and enjoyable, because anxiety doesn't exist in service. If I'm of service to you, my attention isn't on me. I'm not stressed.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about myself. I'm not worried about my future or my past. And I'm not worried how you're perceiving me. I'm like, I know I'm being of help to you. I'm seeing it help you in some way, you know? You don't have shoes, like take my shoes. Now your feet are warmer. Like that's positive, and I can see you change, and I'm not in my head. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
So I think, I'm just trying to recenter and focus like my days on service, being of service to my fellow man.
I wish I brought in the book, but I'm still,
Maury?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've started reading it again.
Love it.
Now it's good. It's before bed. I finally got a lamp by my bed.
Hey.
Lamp by my bed.
Oh man. That was a big,
I'm telling you, it's perfect. Because it's just dim.
Yeah.
Sit on the bed.
Yeah, no big overhead light. You don't need that. You need a little lamp.
A little lamp that has the perfect setting.
Yes,
you know?
dude.
And it's great. And I was reading it all last night. It's actually funny. I was on the phone with Margot, and we were, falling asleep.
Shout out.
And I was reading, and she asked me to read out loud. I was like, hell yeah.
Oh, nice, dude.
And it was the
you
most.
You guys are the fucking
I know.
cutest.
It was
man.
awesome. She passed out in 2 seconds. It was so
Not
funny.
right now.
2 seconds. It was awesome. I'm like, I was like reading for like 2 minutes, and I'm like, you good? And she's like, yeah. And I'm
know.
Good.
It's a breathy.
And then I read for like 2 seconds. She's like, so funny. But the part I was reading was like, man, it was like third quarter of the book.
Oh, you're in it.
He starts talking about the problem with society.
Oh, right? I know what you're talking about.
And just the like why people aren't happy.
Yep.
And stuff like that. It's exactly what you're talking about. It's like people they chase after careers, they chase after all these things, cars and blah, 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 everything that they think is going to help or add a little bit and give a little bit more money, a little more,
Mm-hmm.
But after being on his deathbed, and I feel that's what everyone's going to go through. Once you're older, that cycle is when you're sitting there, you're going to see, I wish I spent more time instead of worrying about more and more and more things. And man, we could start that today or tomorrow if you're not doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
bro.
And I find it to be a real struggle because people tell you, they say,
I got your quote.
Yeah.
From the book.
You want to read it?
I don't mean to cut you off.
No,
I just wanted to echo
Go ahead.
So many people walk around with a meaningless life. They seem half asleep, even when they're busy doing things they think are important. This is because they are chasing the wrong things. The way you get meaning into your life is to devote yourself to loving others. Devote yourself to your community and around you, and devote yourself to creating something that gives you purpose and meaning.
Yeah. And it's a struggle because, I mean, society tells you, and like pop culture tells you, and how even your family tells you, or closest people tell you, is like, no one cares about the feelings that people have.
Mm-hmm.
Care about how much money you have or how successful you are, all that. But man, it's not the truth. In the long run, you're going to want the love.
Yeah.
Every time.
That's right.
You're not going to care about the money,
Yeah,
that's the truth. But it's tough to like keep chasing that, but also be like, man, I want to, because I'm like, I want to have a family. I want to have a house. I got to get money, right? To do that. But damn, that balance is so annoying. I hate it. I just wish money just wasn't a thing.
Yeah. You said that last week.
Yeah. I wish it was just based on like how much you love.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was
that was currency. Like,
yeah, man.
How good are you to others?
Yeah.
How much love does
just in the book too, it's like so nice where it's like everyone's visiting and he's like,
yeah,
I finally found that I have like a wealthy life just from all the people that are around, like coming to stop by and asking.
Dude, that thought, that's a thought that keeps me up at night.
Yeah.
Like if you were to close your eyes and be in a room of everyone that has ever loved you or meant something to you or had care for you, or you've had an impact in their life, like I can only imagine what that room would look like who would be in that room. I couldn't even, there's no way I can drum up everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have a meaningful connection or relationship to someone, and then they pass or years go by and you don't see them or whatever. And I was talking to someone about this before, like just that the depth of meaning that you have with somebody, the connection, if you've ever meant something to someone, if you've ever had a relationship this is meaningful. If we didn't talk for 50 years and we met when we were 80 something, there would be some emotional response, dude.
Yeah.
Because of how much you've meant to me. And if I've had an impact in your life at all, like that goes somewhere. It doesn't just like evaporate. That's my theory. Like it may not be the same feelings that come up. It may not be the same thoughts, but there's a meaning that like, I feel like your heart holds for someone that has had an impact on you. Like there's a bond that exists somewhere still, Like I told you the story about a girl I knew when I was in school, when I was like a kid. I was like 5. And seeing her at the age we're at now, like at a funeral. And immediately I was like, she's like one of the main characters in my life. Like, it's like it's like a celebrity walked in the room for me, but not in like, oh my God, it's just like, it meant something to me. She meant something to me. So she's always going to mean something. It may be a different feeling, but there's a part of like, there's like a signature on me or something, you know what I mean? Like that meaning, it's beautiful to me. Like that, if you've ever loved or if you ever held connection and bond with somebody and there's meaning there, it doesn't go anywhere. Like it's a part of you.
Yeah.
That's my theory on it. There may be anger when you see them. There may be, it may have been a romantic love that's turned into like a deep care, a deep like sense of like, wow, how are you? Like, I miss you.
Yeah.
Or, it's very, very rare. I feel like, oh, they don't matter if I see them again. Like, those people matter. Even if I don't want to admit it, like they matter.
For real.
Yeah. They held you at some point. So like that counts. So I imagine that room and I'm like, wow, that room would be pretty packed with a lot of faces. And
yeah, dude,
that'd be fun, man. That party, catching up. Yeah, dude, I like that thought.
Yeah, man.
How do you feel about how do you feel about yourself right now? Do you feel like you're in a good place emotionally? Do you feel like you're in a good place spiritually? And do you feel like you're in a good place with your health? Like a three-pronged check-in on Mikey.
I think I've been on like just a upward just trajectory this whole time.
Still in the clouds.
Yeah, I think I'm just not even in the clouds. I think I'm just still on Earth, and I'm just focusing on it's not really like I'm putting more extra effort. It's just, I think, more intention in improving and thinking about the future and like what I want to achieve and do. And
are you in the present?
Yeah, definitely.
Still are, yeah.
Still in the present.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah, it's weird because it feels like I'm in the present, but in the present you can still do things to set yourself up. You know what I mean?
For sure.
For the future and things
with
like
intention.
that.
Yeah, you set intention.
Choose what you do with your time to be in the place that you want to be in the future. You know?
For sure.
It's still the present, I think. But yeah, I think I'm doing good. I'm going to the gym like 5 days a week. You know what's cool? I don't even know when I started going to the gym again. It's been like months and months, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, it's just part of my life now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mind it. I'm not killing myself. I do have a little weird like shoulder thing right now that I woke up with. I think
really?
from sleeping. Or I think maybe from reading when I was just like reading the whole time.
No.
Maybe. But yeah, my shoulder's like, I'm feeling a little bit. I might take a break today.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm running faster miles. I'm
nice.
You know, talking all the deep stuff with my relationship.
Yeah.
Getting deeper there. Finding what we want to do.
Yeah.
Health. I'm eating good. I'm not eating junk food anymore. I feel nice. I feel awake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
What matters to you most right now?
I think, I don't know, especially this conversation, and I think from reading that book, and I've been thinking about it recently too, is like, I want to be able to like make time to be able to go, like make time, which also means like have the opportunity, like create the opportunity to be able to like visit my parents more. And my brother, you know, he's having a kid, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, I want to be able to figure that out.
Yeah.
And like set myself up for the future with, you know, my relationship and think about that whole thing as well.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, dude.
And just in terms of like career stuff too, maybe, you know, trying to figure out business stuff we're doing as well as, you know, how I can improve in my job stuff as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's the most important.
Most important is like building that
like
opportunity to do what you would like to do.
Like I want to, like how to build the foundation.
Yeah.
For what I want.
Yeah. Got you. How about your present like existence? What are you most grateful for? If like Mikey's life were to freeze today.
I think it's all been just, I think I just enjoy the simple things. And it's been like that since I first had kind of a realization a couple of years ago.
Uh-huh.
It's always been about just the simple things in life that I appreciate the most. And I think living with that is like, it's easy to be present with the simple things, right?
Definitely.
That's where you always go to, right? Where you first start. It's like, look at a tree or look at the carpet or look at your hand, you know, or the person right in front of you, right? That's the simplest thing we can acknowledge, you know? And I think with that, there's just so much beauty in it, you know? It doesn't have to be life. It doesn't have to be complicated. You know, there's enough bullshit you have to deal with.
Yeah.
I'd rather just like be happy. I wake up, I feel alive. I have a roof over my head. I'm not struggling. Like I'm good. I'm blessed. I feel great.
Yeah.
You know,
sweet.
Like that's the 4 requirements for me to have a good day.
Yeah.
And like after that, there's not really, even if something wrong happens, like I still have had a good day.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm not in like a health crisis or a problem.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, dude.
I'm in the hospital. I'm good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's the little things often add, like, if you can spot them, life becomes like a big, like, thank you by the end of the day. It's like, oh, I enjoyed today because I enjoyed my latte. It meant a lot to me to have a friend to sit down with and a chair to sit in.
And then things that happen turn into, I don't know, like, then the occurrences throughout the day, either like the negative things kind of don't really matter
Yeah.
as much.
Yeah.
Like, they don't affect me as much.
Right.
But the like good things that happen seem like bounties or like treasure
Yeah.
or like really like good things.
Right on.
You know? Because the baseline I have is already just good.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I think as humans, we're like, we don't know it, but we're constantly trying to find some sense of gratitude.
Yeah.
To feel a peace or a serenity with our life.
Yeah.
Like if I could find what I'm grateful for, maybe I don't even know it. Maybe I'm just hunting for the car or the 5 years down the road when I have everything I need and the paycheck's there and the family and everything is perfect. Then I will be happy.
Yeah.
And you know, and I know, we're still going to have things that pop up that are going to be like, damn it. Like, I'm in my head again. I'm stressing about taxes.
Yeah.
They're suing me. I'm dealing with it, whatever. Something's going to happen.
Yeah.
Eventually life drops that on you. So if you can develop habits now of like, I have today, all that's real is this moment. Everything else is an idea, you know? As far as like my life currently, I can't go back and change things and I can't fast forward to where I want to go. So take inventory and take stock of if you can develop that habit of what you do have. Mm-hmm. And I think life starts to slow down and you find the gratitude and the serenity that you're constantly searching for. At least I am. I'll say, I speak for myself. Yeah, bro. Because I was dealing with, you know very well, like a deep, meaningful relationship that is hard. Like, what do you do when you love someone so much but you can't seem to, that love can't land on that person. They don't allow it.
Yeah.
They don't receive it the way you hope.
Yeah.
And they don't send it back the way you need.
Yeah.
How do you love someone in that way when you can't help but love them?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When circumstantially it's not working, but there's still a source from you, from your soul or from your heart or whatever you believe that loves that individual. And yeah, I'm finding that the key for that kind of relationship to, if it's even a relationship you want to call it, but that existence with each other, the way it's going to work and the way I can love that person is to simply love them from where I am and not expect anything in return. Yeah. Like to know in my heart the reasons I love them, to take stock of the things that I'm grateful for them, for their existence, for who they are as a person, the good, and to acknowledge what I don't agree with, but not expect what I want it to be is going to be. To simply know and be at peace with like, I'm going to lay my love on you and that's it. Yeah. Like here it is. Yeah. And that's it. I don't expect it. I don't expect it back. Yeah. I don't expect a mirror. Like it's not going to be that. It becomes, it's become more my way of not dealing, but expressing love to that person in my life. And it's becoming a habit and it's healthy. And yeah, often we set high expectations for what we want and we think we need. And we may be right, but with those expectations so high, sometimes you can set them so high and they're irrationally high for a person that you're dealing with that they can't reach those expectations you're setting. Yeah. And it's going to be frustration until you start to, bring them back here to where the person may be able to reach it once in a while, but that's on you. Like you have to take stock of what you're dealing with or who you're dealing with and what are the real possibilities there, Otherwise, there's so much frustration and like misunderstanding and anger and resentment,
It's hard to do that like selflessly, like forever, It's what it has to be though, right?
Yeah.
But like, I think there's also a truth in, love is kind of being truthful with people as well.
Certainly.
Right. And like, if you're given love, like you're not like maybe you are like an unlimited source of love.
Well, you said that a few months ago.
Yeah.
You said it doesn't run out.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but it's also, I think it's got a little cool down sometimes. You know what I mean?
Needs a recharge
sometimes you
once
have
in
a
a
bad
while.
day.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't have that much love.
Definitely.
Or you can only give so much love today or something.
Definitely.
And you're depleted. You feel down.
Right.
Right? And if that's being caused by something else, and like if you can't deal with that for a day, and if that, I don't know, I feel like it's not wrong to voice to that person that if it's hurting you or something.
Right.
Right? I think that might be healthy.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
When you do voice it,
Yeah.
and on the other side of that is
yeah. I think it's not a, voicing is maybe the wrong, like, I don't think you should voice it in a like direct reaction
okay.
to what someone's doing. I think it should be if that person, like, let's say that causes you to kind of like one day be like, all right, I'm going to distance a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to, it's going to hurt me by doing this.
For sure.
Right. And if that person is like, well, what are you doing? Like, why aren't you, if they bring it up to you and you can be like, they're like, why aren't you doing this? You can be like, well, that's going to hurt. That's hurting me. And that's why I didn't do it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. But I think,
Like, I think once you make it, because then that's putting blame on the other person.
that's not what
But that's not what it is. It's like, the blame's kind of on yourself. That's like, I can't handle it. I don't know if that's blame. It's just like a reason why you can't.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a negative thing.
Yeah.
Like it's okay to not feel like you want to do something.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'll say it's healthy. Like for me, it was healthy to
say no.
step away.
Yeah.
To take, like what you said, like take time away. I took a lot of time away. And I needed to process all that stuff I was feeling, all that pain.
Yeah.
And I thought I had processed it all, and then I come back and we're in a fight again, and I'm like, I guess it's not all gone, but I do have tools now. I do have expectations that are lowered. I do.
Yeah. You can balance it.
That I can. I'm not perfect, but I definitely have a better way of interacting now because I do want that relationship at the end of the day. I want it, in its truest form, not in its idealistic form. Yeah, not in the way I hope it will be one day. You have to. I had to sign a signature to this is life forever. If that's life forever, are you cool with that? Mm-hmm. Am I truly like cool with every aspect of it? No. But like if this is the only way I can love someone that I love, yes, I'm cool with it. Yeah. I will keep the expectation here and I will not. And if it does raise, that's my fault and I have to own it and bring it back. Yeah.
It's like, keeping yourself in check with that. Yeah. It's like, it really is on you then, like even more.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. And I put the onus on God. I pray to God and just say, if there is a chance to change, like I know you can do anything and I'll stay forever hopeful that you do that one day. But until then, I'll be a steward to love in this person's life. I'll be a conduit of love in this person's existence where they know in a corner of their existence, like there exists someone who loves them. That's there. And trying. Yeah. That makes me feel better.
I've seen the growth, man.
So thanks, dude. Thanks, man.
Definitely seen it. Definitely. I wanted to bring up.
Go ahead.
Because I remember it. Another thing with like live like the way I'm trying to think I don't enjoy. Like especially something from the past that I realized like I really just wanted to get out of my like living is. When people they put expectations on you to like live a certain way or do things a certain way, where like they put their opinion on why you're doing that, like you shouldn't do that, you should do this or blah blah blah, like whatever. I feel like it's so like I get where it comes from for a lot of things, whether it be family or friends or people that care or they want you to succeed and stuff like that. I think at the end of the day, man, it's like, especially if you're an adult, don't put expectations on people. Let me live my life. I'm not on the street being a druggie. Like, just, I don't know. There's something that I think not taking those things, I used to take them to heart like so deeply. Yeah. Because I'm like, oh, I'm failing them, but it's like, they're not living my life. They don't know what the hell I feel. They're not me, So I don't know. Maybe that might help someone. Yeah. Right. So
totally.
just let go of that. Let it run off you a little bit.
Yeah, let them do what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Let them make the mistakes.
Yeah. And sometimes it doesn't come from like, maybe it seems harsh, but it's coming from a good place.
Yeah, but you know,
even if it does, it's like, that's the thing that bothers me the most is like when it's coming from a good place, it's like, okay, but then why are you making me feel bad?
Yeah. I think the thing that bothers me with that is like the feeling behind setting an expectation is I know better than you about how to live life.
Yeah.
So I know where you should be, Mike. I know this is where you should be.
Yeah.
Dave saying that to Mike.
Yeah.
Right? I'm setting an expectation for you in my mind.
Yeah.
I'm saying if he gets here, that's when he'll be living his best life.
Yeah.
What do I know? I'm not walking in your shoes. I don't know every feeling you have, every impulse. I don't know how you see the world specifically.
Don't like the same things.
Yeah, we don't like the same stuff. But exactly, like who am I to tell anyone how to do things or judge them on the way they walk through life? I don't know what it's like to be you.
I think the more like, I think that's like growing up and going through school and you're kind of this thing is put on you to like, your expectations are put on you to find this job, find a good job.
Yeah.
Find something that's like gonna pay.
Yeah, dude.
It's like, I realized in the middle of college that I was like, I don't like any of this and I don't see myself doing this forever.
You're going to run wires at a studio and you're going to be happy.
What if I'm
not going to be
I figured out what I wanted to do like at 16.
Yeah.
And I just worked towards that. I was never like asked like, what do you like doing?
Me neither, bro.
Imagine like, I don't know.
I know.
Like finding a career choice like that.
Would be different.
Yeah, it would be
a different situation for sure.
That's maybe we have this go, when we have kids, we can throw that on them.
Yeah, for sure. I have a segment I want to bring back, bro.
Yeah.
Before we're out of here.
True.
The Reddit Journal segment, man. I had a good time doing that with you last week.
Yeah.
Pulled up some today. And I'll read them here. And just let those thoughts fly, bro.
The Reddit Journal.
Reddit Journals.
That was really good. I liked it.
I really had a good time doing that too, bro. Okay, so this is from yesterday, bro.
There we go.
Reddit is like,
yeah, people are all on it.
They're on it all day. Yeah. This one's dated, Sunday, 16th of February, 2025. Half the job of being a true creative is enjoying the process of being crap. I mean that. The creative mind demands freedom, and freedom is the very opposite of fear, of constraint, of hesitation. Anything that pulls you away from it is, is increative. I don't know if that's uncreative. I was reminded of this in a drawing course I have just started. The instructor's first instruction is to rid ourselves of the need to be perfect and embrace the tag of beginner. I think this is a powerful disposition to cultivate with every aspect of our lives. This is not idle philosophizing. You need to embrace play, quote unquote. The ability to enjoy an activity for its own sake and regardless of the outcome. No one is quote unquote good or quote unquote bad or any of that, and just play. Play is undoubtedly judgment free, which is what makes it so powerful. How do you feel about that?
I think I agree.
I agree.
Yeah. So the most important thing is play.
Yeah, I mean, she's talking about the creative mind. Now, like, if you're going to be a creative, you have to fully embrace like that playing the fool thing, like being shit at something and making mistakes. There's like the state of play is there's no mistakes. Like play is there's no good and bad. There's just
it's just play.
Dance. Like they're just see what comes out. It's not judged by a metric of good and bad. And that's where the creative thrives. I like also the idea of like putting the tag of beginner on it. Like you're a beginner in this. So like go. That's why you call a play. It's not. An actor is in a play. They're in a state of play. It's not a math class. You know what I mean? It's not a job interview. It's there's no failure or whatever. And that's why I find it really exciting is there's never like a route. Like the moment exists, the moment is full of whatever you make the moment. Or whatever the moment makes of you. Like there will be we were doing a scene and there was these birds in a tree And the birds in the tree were the greatest gift. In Texas, we were at this motel, and there's 4 trees, and these flocks of like Texas birds were just together. There was like 30, 40 of them, these little trees, and they would just squawk, wow, 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 just squawking. And people like our AD or someone would have to clap, or a grip would have to clap these wood like planks together to scare the birds to make them fly, so we could start the scene, because they were so loud.
Yeah.
But the birds were actually taking the actors, myself, everyone involved, everyone's there, out of the thought of like, got to do a good job. If that was a thought, you know, the scene's got to go like this or whatever. The moment, it created a sense of play. The moment created a sense of like presence. So you could play. So you could not expect anything and not be good or bad, but just be, do, you know? So I really like that.
Yeah. It's also like, you know, art is kind of an extension of life, you know, and what normal day-to-day thoughts are, right?
Yeah.
And what else is that than kind of, you know, taking those ideas and kind of just running with the thought?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I guess like you can also be very like meticulously like by the book too, I guess.
You could.
For like art and stuff.
You could, for sure.
You know?
But your choice.
Yeah. No wonder.
You make it what you make it. It's your thing. And there are artists that are very meticulous and like structured, and I don't think structure can still exist
in play.
I think there could
like
be
a playpen.
Exactly. There's like a ballpark, right? Yeah. This is the situation we're going to play in. We're cops and robbers. Here, go. You know? It's
true.
like, you're arrested. No, I didn't have my cuffs. So
at the core of it.
That didn't work. You failed. Like, there's no failure. We're playing. But yeah, structure can exist in that.
I like it.
Yeah.
Good shit.
I got another one. 2:16 again. This is from Sunday. 10:40 p.m. It's a little hard to read, but I'm going to try. What I'm thinking about right now, quote, and in parentheses, it says high. So they're high. They're on drugs.
Oh.
I don't know what kind. Just watch the TikTok where a girl was talking about how anxiousness is a sign that you need to come back to yourself. She then says, you've abandoned yourself for someone else. Saying that's what anxiousness is. And you got to come back to yourself. Wow. First blank and now blank. I tend to do this since I don't find my life that interesting. I think she's a very sweet girl and pretty cute, but I'm not sure if she'll like me like that. Whoa. It feels like I try too hard to get closer and learn more about her when I should be focusing on myself. Just because she's a girl and is nice to me does not mean that she wants you! Exclamation point. This kid's got to be like 14, right? 15. God, I obsess over her almost daily. Like I try to figure out her opinion about me through her texts. She has me constantly checking my phone regardless of what I'm doing. This is unhealthy, I think. A couple of weeks ago, she made it clear that the feeling isn't reciprocated. Ouch, 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 ouch. Damn, man. Heart literally dropped.
Oh, man.
But going back to the beginning there, just become nice to me. Doesn't mean she wants you. And now we're watching Game of Thrones together every episode. I feel like I'm getting closer and closer, even knowing I'm just a friend. It hurts a little to be honest. I can't make her world become mine. I can't lose myself again. Stay focused. Quote unquote, you are the best thing. You are your best thing. You are your best thing.
Damn, bro.
You ever been there?
Yeah.
Oh, growing up.
Yeah, man.
You make that girl your whole world. She means everything, dude, when you're that age. Oh, and you can't stop thinking about what she's thinking about.
And you're watching Game of Thrones.
And all you're doing,
putting yourself through it.
You're putting yourself through it, bro.
That's what I learned, dude.
If she communicated clearly that she doesn't feel that way about you, the secret is she's not gonna feel that way about you down the road. Yeah. It's not coming.
I mean, maybe.
But I would, for his sake,
I wouldn't live in the maybe.
I would say, pal.
Yeah.
Like you got to distance yourself
for yourself, bro.
You got to get your heart away from her. You got to separate your heart from her, and it's gonna hurt.
That's what I learned. I think
And it's hurting
as
already.
yeah, and it's gonna hurt for a long time.
It's gonna hurt
if you keep doing this.
but you'll find someone else.
I think I learned as an adult, it's like when you do that, you are almost forcing yourself to feel that way sometimes by putting yourself in it.
yes,
Because realistically, if you like, let's make it in math equations. You say I love you, and they say, oh, I don't feel that way.
right.
You're supposed to feel not good,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna feel that great.
yeah,
But you're like, oh, it's okay. Like we can still hang out, and like it's fine.
it's not fun.
And now you're still in that mindset of like, oh my god, I love her so much. Blah blah blah.
yeah, that
and-
doesn't go away.
It doesn't go away, and you're gonna keep keeping that alive.
Why are
And
you
now-
doing that? Why are you doing that?
And you're solidifying that fantasy that you have
yeah,
that was broken,
right.
and it's broken.
Yeah,
But you like put it back together, and you are holding this fantasy now until you realize it's a waste of time.
oh,
I've been there.
but it's you're holding it, the pieces of it together. Like, please
Yeah,
don't break my
yeah.
fantasy, with the hope that
Yeah.
she swoops in and like glues it all back together,
Yeah.
and you're good.
Yeah.
Like, I did love you. I've loved you the whole time.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it until like that's when you're holding on to hope.
Yeah. You're holding on. You're hoping
Fuck,
to a broken fantasy, dude.
Brother.
That was denied.
brother. Just go on
Yeah.
with your life. It's time to move on.
Take it from someone
And you're
that was
young,
through it. Don't waste your time.
That's it. That's
move
it.
on.
We both been
There's
through
there's
that.
love out there.
Just move forward, and you're gonna be so right.
Yeah.
How happy are you?
I'm the happiest
That's what I'm
I've been in
saying.
my life.
You're gonna be so happy, dude.
Yeah. Trust me. Dude.
Man,
Oh, that's a tough one,
Tough.
man. I felt that. I felt for that kid.
this one again is
That was
Sunday.
me back in the day.
This is all people. Imagine on Sunday they're all scribbling
Yeah.
like different journal entries and
Going back to school.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is a short one. Sunday 16th, February 2025. Wow, sad. Period.
oh,
I wish I had someone I trust that I can talk to.
Mm.
I can call for M, but I don't want to burden them.
oh.
Maybe a night of good sleep will help.
Man, that's tough. I hope you find someone, man. I hope, man, if you want to send to the podcast,
I wish I could talk to them.
I know, right? Like direct, just be like, man, I just want to fucking just let me know. I won't even say anything. Just let me be a ear.
Yep. Let me
Sometimes
just
that's all you need.
exist for you. Sometimes you just need someone to be there to talk to.
Someone to trust.
Yeah. Just to lay it out. Just to know you're heard and seen by somebody. So she went to bed without that. And she said, maybe it'll help. I hope it helped, man.
Man, I hope
That makes
so.
me sad.
And
I'm
I hope you
sorry.
find someone.
Yeah, me too.
You will find someone.
Yeah, you will.
That you can trust.
You will. Also,
For real.
throwing it out there, send that prayer to God because He's listening. He's
Mm.
always listening. He's always listening.
There we go.
And He loves the shit out of you, and He's waiting at your door, just waiting for you to open the door. So I'll say that.
There we go.
All right, last one. This is from, damn, I hope these aren't dark. 2/14. That was
Valentine's?
Thursday. Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah. Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, bro.
Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, dude. Quote unquote. How are you with blood draws? This is clearly a girl. I could tell by her handwriting.
Mm.
How are you with blood draws? Quote unquote. She
Uh-oh.
asks. Oh God.
What does that mean? Like when you get blood taken?
Yeah.
Okay.
I present my arm that resembles a junkie
Ooh.
looking for their next fix.
Whoa.
We have to make sure the HCG is lowering. I was 130 last week. Today it is 13.
Mm.
I hate the number 13. I hate that I'm here. I hate that I have to come back next Friday. I am so fucking angry. This isn't fair. I don't understand why this had to happen. I'm sick of doctor's offices. I'm sick of blood draws. My arm's full of needle marks. I'm sick of bleeding, wearing pads like a 12-year-old girl. Oh no. Mikey,
What?
this is not good.
No.
I miss my baby.
Oh.
I miss being pregnant. I feel like a zombie. Feels like I'm rotting. I have no energy. Brushing my teeth feels like a chore. The hospital connected me with the perinatal loss and trauma therapist, and I'm waiting to hear back. I think the person I used to be died when all this happened. So many people have said, you just need to get over it and you can try again.
Wow.
Oh, can I? What a novel idea. How about you fuck right off? I almost died. I lost my child. But you're right. Let's just move on like nothing ever happened. Oh, and happy Valentine's Day.
Oof, man, that's...
I have nothing to say.
Me either. That's the scariest thing in the world. I can't, yeah.
That's when... Whoa. Think about being a woman.
The HCG test is a hormone produced by the placenta during pregnancy.
Yeah.
So your test for that. Yeah, I have nothing either, man. I think they have the right to feel however way they want.
Yeah.
And if people tell them, let's get over it, that's crazy.
Yeah. You're
I think you're right in feeling whatever you feel.
And the strength that you're just going on
Yeah.
is fucking incredible.
It is like it's just like, I feel like sometimes when you go to, I haven't been a doctor in a long time, but when you go to a hospital and you see how like nonchalant everything becomes, it really like scares me.
It is scary.
It's so unsettling.
It's
and
like,
that's just like, oh, here's a trauma therapist, like if you need.
Yeah.
It's like,
they haven't called back.
yeah, they're busy.
Yeah.
So schedule it in 2 months.
Yeah.
It's like, all right. And then you got like people just like, hey, just get over it. It's like,
I know.
You can go crazy.
You can.
I feel that. I feel the rage for them.
Sending straight up
Just
love. Yeah, your way. Love your way, girl. You are so fucking strong.
Yeah.
I have nothing to say.
Me
That's
either,
just,
man.
I feel terrible.
That's reality, guys. That's life.
That's life.
I wish the best, the happiness, and just all of that for anyone listening.
Yep.
Keep being strong.
Mm-hmm.
Keep spreading love. Finding your purpose.
Sharing. Yeah, don't be afraid to share.
Yeah.
Even in a journal like that, just get it out.
Yeah.
Get it out, dude.
I love reading those, man.
Me too.
I think it's good.
Me too.
I think it's good just to put it out there.
It gives me perspective too on my own life. I'm like,
Yeah.
Jeez, man.
Whoa.
Whoa. Not to compare, but just to know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of walks of life.
I think there's something good about just talking about what other people are going through.
Yeah, me too, man.
I like that idea a lot.
Me too. Let's just keep it going. Yeah, let's just keep it going.
Well, that's it, man.
That's it, buddy.
You Right Here podcast.
I love you, man.
316.
Dude, thank you for Mikey. You guys didn't see, he brought me a whole meal with chicken noodle soup and stuff, dude. You're the best. I really appreciate you.
You got it, dog. You helped me out too. So
I love you, man. Thank you.
I love you too, brother. My name's Mike. Signing out.
My name's Dave. I love y'all. Please be kind to yourself and please, please, please be kind to one another. Boom.